Sweden's armored forces are undergoing one of the most consequential transitions in their modern history, driven by the strategic realities reshaping Europe and the security responsibilities that follow the country's accession to the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. For decades, Sweden relied on a carefully structured mix of well-maintained legacy armor and highly specialized domestic upgrades. This force served national defense needs effectively during a more stable era. But the strategic environment of the 2020s, marked by large-scale conflict on the European continent, rapid technological change, and a renewed emphasis on collective defense, has compelled Stockholm to rethink the very foundation of its land combat capability. At the center of this shift is a comprehensive move from the long-serving Stridsvagn 122 towards the new Leopard 2A8, a step that reflects both operational necessity and a deliberate alignment with North Atlantic Treaty Organization armored standards. The Stridsvagn 122 has been the backbone of Sweden's heavy armor fleet since the 1990s. Based on the German Leopard 2A5, but extensively customized, it incorporates additional roof protection, enhanced armor modules, upgraded fire control electronics, and Swedish-specific battlefield management systems. For its time, it represented a robust platform that offered high survivability and precision. It formed the core of Sweden's mechanized brigades and symbolized the country's ability to adapt foreign equipment to meet domestic requirements and terrain. In an era when Sweden maintained a posture of limited expeditionary commitments and a strategic focus on territorial defense, the Stridsvagn 122 delivered exactly what doctrine demanded. However, modern warfare has shifted in ways that strain even upgraded legacy platforms. The widespread use of low-cost drones, loitering munitions, and multi-domain sensor networks has changed survivability calculations. Precision artillery, extended-range fires, and real-time battlefield intelligence mean armored units must integrate seamlessly with electronic warfare systems, active protection suites, and digital command networks. While the Stridsvagn 122 can still be modernized, its architecture imposes limits on how far it can evolve. Key components such as its fire control system, passive armor layout, and onboard electronics do not readily accommodate the new generation of active protection and sensor fusion technologies emerging across North Atlantic Treaty Organization forces. Against this backdrop, Sweden's decision to adopt the Leopard 2A8 signals a strategic shift rather than a routine fleet update. The A8 represents the newest production standard within the Leopard family and incorporates lessons drawn directly from recent conflicts. It features improved mine protection, advanced passive armor packages, an integrated active protection system, a next-generation sighting and thermal imaging suite, and the ability to network data with unmanned systems and ground sensors. The emphasis is not merely on adding more protection, but on enhancing survivability through smart information-driven defense. The Leopard 2A8 is designed to operate in contested electromagnetic environments, withstand drone-enabled targeting cycles, and maintain lethality even when facing dense electronic and kinetic threats. The shift to the A8 has significant implications for the organization and combat power of Sweden's mechanized units. Integrating the new tanks will allow Sweden to field more coherent, modernized brigades where main battle tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, armored personnel carriers, artillery systems, and short-range air defense assets share compatible data structures and logistical frameworks. The combination of the Leopard 2A8, the CV-90 family of infantry fighting vehicles, and the rapidly expanding Patria 6x6 fleet creates a land combat ecosystem designed for rapid maneuver, distributed operations, and resilience under sustained pressure. These capabilities are increasingly important in the Baltic region, where mobility and protection must be balanced with the ability to disperse, regroup, and fight in complex terrain. Interoperability is another critical dimension. The Nordic region is converging toward common equipment families, and several allied armies are moving in the same direction. Norway and Denmark already operate Leopard variants. Finland operates Leopard 2, A4, and A6 tanks, and other European allies are procuring updated models. By transitioning to Leopard 2A8, Sweden aligns itself more closely with the supply chains, maintenance expertise, and industrial partnerships shared across Northern Europe. During extended operations or joint deployments, this commonality reduces logistical burden, expands access to spare parts networks, and strengthens the ability of Nordic forces to conduct sustained, mechanized warfare as a collective. It also reinforces Sweden's role in the broader North Atlantic Treaty Organization posture in the Baltic Sea region. Industrial cooperation plays an important part in this transformation. The procurement of the Leopard 2A8 involves deepening collaboration with Kraus Maffei Wegman, but Sweden retains strong industrial autonomy through its well-developed maintenance and upgrade sector. Domestic companies will have roles in sustaining, integrating, and later upgrading the tanks, ensuring that Sweden maintains long-term control of critical capabilities. This model follows a broader Nordic pattern: purchase advanced foreign platforms while preserving domestic competence in lifecycle management. As a result, the transition to the A8 not only modernizes Sweden's armor, but also strengthens the resilience and flexibility of its defense industrial base. A key question in the transition concerns the future of the Stridsvagn 122 fleet. Several pathways are under consideration. Sweden may upgrade a portion of the fleet with improved electronics, optics, and limited protection enhancements, allowing these tanks to support secondary roles such as homeland defense, training, or reinforcing brigades during surge conditions. Alternatively, the fleet may progressively move into reserve status as Leopard 2 A8 deliveries increase. A complete retirement is unlikely in the near term, as the Stridsvagn 122 remains a capable platform when matched with appropriate mission profiles. Its longevity will depend largely on the pace of Leopard deliveries and the final structure of Sweden's mechanized brigades within the emerging North Atlantic Treaty Organization force architecture. Public reaction to this transformation is increasingly shaped by the broader debate over defense spending. Sweden's defense budget is rising significantly, with spending expected to approach levels above 2.8% of gross domestic product as part of a national rearmament strategy. For many citizens, the accelerated investment in armored forces and complementary systems such as air defense, command and control, and long-range surveillance is viewed as a rational adaptation to geopolitical volatility. Others express concern about the long-term financial burden, and the impact on social welfare programs. Even so, opinion has gradually shifted toward acceptance that strengthening the land forces is essential in an environment where deterrence and resilience have become critical national priorities. The move from Stridsvagn 122 to Leopard 2A8 ultimately reflects Sweden's broader strategic realignment. It is both a response to immediate security pressures and a calculated investment in the country's role within the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. The transition offers enhanced survivability, improved lethality, and sophisticated integration with modern sensor networks. It brings Sweden into closer operational harmony with its Nordic and European partners while preparing the Army for the realities of multi-domain conflict. As deliveries accelerate through the second half of the decade, the Leopard 2A8 will become a defining asset for Sweden's land forces, marking a new chapter in the country's approach to deterrence and collective defense.